Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be diving into something pretty important, and that being the issues within our community, the Therian community. I'm fully aware that not all of the people watching this are Therians, but I do think that this needs to be said, and the Therians that this does reach need to hear it. This video is scripted. I have my script right here. I made the font big so I could read it. Yeah. So, let's get into this. Alright, hi again everyone. Before we start, I want to clarify that this is not an attack on our community as a whole. I'm a Therian and I love this community, but it's starting to feel toxic, and if we want to keep it healthy, we need to fix the problems. Let's start with something that's pretty controversial. I wouldn't say super, but it is something that needs to be talked about. And that is our treatment of recovering and recovered zoophiles. Now, this is something that I saw talked about a lot in the comments of my last video on this, and I totally agree with the people who did comment. Zoophilia is a serious issue, and I completely understand if people want to distance themselves from this. It's natural to want to distance ourselves from it, but here's the thing. Some people recognize that their past beliefs were harmful. It's a serious issue, and they actively seek to change. The problem is that instead of supporting rehabilitation of zoos, many people in the Therian community treat these individuals as completely irredeemable. If somebody is genuinely making an effort to change, pushing them away only increases the risk of them returning to those harmful behaviors. It's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to not want them interacting with you if they aren't recovered or recovering. I completely understand that, and people who think zoophilia and bestiality is okay are not welcome here. But I think shaming people who are trying to do better is not productive. We need to draw a line between those who want help and those who refuse to change. So next we're going to talk about fake Therians. There's some weird obsession in our community with calling people out for being fake Therians if they don't express it or experience it the same way as us, or if they just discovered therianthropy. But does that really matter? Because therianthropy is a deeply personal experience. Not everybody experiences it the same way. Gatekeeping therianthropy only makes the community seem unwelcoming. If somebody realizes later on that they aren't actually a Therian, who cares? Policing other people's identities doesn't make us stronger, it just makes us look toxic. And if somebody is a fake Therian, a lot of the time they're just misinformed or young. And instead of harassing and sending death threats to them, you need to start politely explaining to them what a Therian really is. It's not just wearing masks or tails, it is an identity. But I genuinely think that fake Therians are not a problem in our community unless they are feeding into harmful stereotypes. Hi, Editor Arrow here. I didn't include this in the video, but I wanted to let you guys know that, in my opinion, you don't have to agree with this, but I personally think this. Sending death threats to somebody who doesn't share your opinion, somebody who supports Trump or anything like that, is the same as them sending a Therian death threats. Like, it's their opinion, they can think that. We're not gonna change that by threatening to kill them. Just like how people who don't support furries or therianthropy send death threats to furries and therians, we send death threats, not I myself, but we as a community send death threats to people who support Trump, right-wing people, and I do not think that's okay. But yeah, just wanted to include that here just because it was sort of on topic. Now we have the big issue. Our community seems like it has a major issue towards people with opinions other than our own. This is not how a community should be functioning. We need to learn the difference between discussions and personal attacks. Just because somebody doesn't agree with you doesn't mean they're against you. If we want to be welcoming and a fun community, we have to allow different viewpoints without resorting to anger and harassment. Hot take, but if someone supports Trump, that doesn't instantly make them a bad person. Being homophobic or transphobic or racist or a Nazi, that makes somebody a bad person. But all people who support Trump aren't bad people. I know for a fact, because I have multiple friends in real life that do support Trump. And they are wonderful, amazing people. They completely support me in my identity, and I love them with my entire heart. Some people don't understand what Trump does wrong, and some people just think he's better for the economy, and I think that I personally do not support Trump. Like, honestly, I do not support Trump. I think he is a bad option. But if people do, it doesn't affect me. Our community is supposed to be about connection, understanding, self-discovery, self-expression. But if we keep pushing people away, gatekeeping identities, and tearing each other down, we're going to lose what makes this community special. Be better. We need to start actually helping people instead of condemning them. We need to create a space where people can grow and heal and express themselves freely without being attacked. This community is about being who you are, and if we can't do that here, then I think we need to rethink things. Alright, friends, thank you for watching, and let me know your real thoughts in the comments if you want, not forcing. I don't really care, but I would like to hear it. I love interacting with you guys. Just be polite. Let's have an actual respectful discussion instead of a cycle of harassment. I don't think that this is okay. Feel free to repost this video. I would actually prefer if you did, because I think it's important to get the word out.